Well, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Chianti training. Behind the camera, we have my lovely wife, Shoshana. Say hi.
Hi.
And we're gonna go over the training over the last 2 weeks. This is a 2-week long video because, quite frankly, there just wasn't enough footage to share for the span of 1 week. So 2 weeks here. We got the old training log up here on Strava, and we'll just go through some of how the training went this week. So I got my Kirkland's signature Italian sparkling water, just to remind me what we're doing here. I gotta want this training as bad as I want this water, to stay alive. No, actually, it's never that serious. So anyways, all right. So for the week of January 19th to 25th, the goal was to run like 45 miles, start trying a little bit, get some more volume in after we got that base of like 30 miles a weekend. On Monday, we just did an 8-mile aerobic run. And then on Tuesday, did 6 miles by myself and then 2 more miles with Shoshana. Same thing, just easy aerobic running. And then Wednesday, ran on the treadmill at the gym for 8 miles again. So I was kind of trying to stack the 75-minute runs, start to get some more base fitness there. Thursday, ran 6 miles on the treadmill at the work treadmill. And then Friday, 4 miles at the gym again. And for some reason, when I was finishing this one, my Achilles started bothering me a lot. I have no idea what was going on there. It just like flared up and it hurt quite a bit, even just like walk around afterwards and stuff. So that was pretty concerning. But we got home after we went to the gym and I took some ibuprofen and iced it, and I woke up and felt brand new again, back to factory default settings. So this happens every once in a while. I don't really know what it was, if it was just like more of a nerve ending or a nerve inflammation or something versus actual tendonitis or something. But anyways, was planning on doing the long run on Saturday of 10 miles or something to get 10 or 11 miles to get 45 miles for the week. But figured because my Achilles was bothering me, would just see how things went. Just ran 6 miles easy and no Achilles pain. So that was good, and so just called it good with that. Sundays are always my rest day, and so that was 40.5 miles for the week. Moving on to this week, because I had that little flare up or whatever, normally I would start building more mileage after that last week, but because I had a little bit of complications, decided to repeat 40-mile week again before moving up. So on Monday, just another easy 6 miles, but this was actually a quite terrible day. It was very windy. It was like, let's see, it says 21 miles per hour, wind 18 degrees, but it was like 40 or 45 gust. Yeah, that one was pretty terrible. It was like 10:30 pace, 10:40 pace, running into the wind. So then Tuesday, another 6 miler, just nice and easy, making sure my Achilles is still good and that nothing's gonna flare up there. So then Wednesday, 8 miler after work outside. The weather was a little bit better this week. It was still like 14 degrees, you can see here, but at least it wasn't windy some of these days. Thursday, just another easy aerobic run. So that's kind of the theme, is just running easy, getting the miles in. And then Friday, which was yesterday, did 10 miles with Kobe. He's making his return to glory here after an extended retirement. And so he's starting to run again, and we kind of met in the middle. I said I need to run 10 miles, and he wanted to do some moderate, like Timbo work in the middle. So we met in the middle, and we did the 20 minutes moderate with a 10-mile run there. So it was pretty good pace, 8:30 pace overall. With if you look at what the 20 minutes moderate was, it was 7:18 pace, so not super fast by any means, but good to kind of get used to some of that up-tempo stuff anyways. And then today we just did a 4-mile recovery run, 10-minute pace. You might ask me, Dakota, why do you run 10-minute pace? And Why do you run 9:30 pace? I see you run all this stuff so slow, even though you're capable of running, 8:30 pace for zone 2 and doing 7:18 pace for moderate runs. Why are you running 10-minute pace? And it's this thing called not wanting to get injured. And it's kind of a novel concept amongst runners, especially as you get more seasoned, is you realize you don't have to run so fast all the time and obliterate every single tendon that's in your body. And so what you'll find is if you actually run easy on your easy days, you can run more miles. So then you'll get better and you won't get injured. So then you can actually have a running career. So that's what the 10-minute pace is for. And, there's this saying that, talks about slowing down and smelling the roses, and for example, this run today, Kobe and I would not have gotten to see all the amazing wildlife and visual spectacles out on this run if we weren't slowing down to smell the roses. So very important to give your body a break. So that was this week. It was another 40 miles. So all in all, a pretty good training set there, and another 40 miles. So next week we'll probably see if we can get 45. But if we can't get 45 and it's 40 again, that's okay. But we're going to be trying to build up to hopefully like 50 and sustain it for a couple weeks before Chianti. I think that's what's reasonable and realistic for me. Yeah, I think that's about all it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And I'm just going to get back to savoring my Italian sparkling mineral water from Kirkland's Signature. Bye. Shout out to David. David is an excellent chef.